us down like a lightning bolt. We won't make a sound out in the dark where no one sees us.
The injection molded version comes in simple yet tasteful packaging, containing the block 26 body and 30 injection molded discs. The material and build quality is very solid, leaving no room for complaints in terms of look and feel. The top of the magazine has a certain resistance, requiring some effort to insert or remove, which prevents it from falling out due to gravity and getting damaged. The magazine release function is identical to that of the printed version. Let's make a direct comparison. The injection molded model has undergone several geometric modifications. While retaining the original design, significant adjustments were made to accommodate the injection molding process. One noticeable difference is the diameter of the opening inside the inner barrel, with the injection molded version having a visibly larger opening. This, to some extent, may affect the performance of the disc launch. It's evident that the geometry of the magazine release and the bolt catch lever has been altered, which can be understood as modifications and compromises made for the injection molding process. The magazine's geometry also differs, suggesting that the two are likely not interchangeable. And indeed, they are completely incompatible. Let's take a look at the injection molded discs. The colors are quite diverse. However, I personally prefer a single, bright color, like neon yellow. You know the reason. Let's compare the printed discs with the first version of the injection molded discs. The injection molded discs have indentations on both sides, while the printed version has one side completely flat and the other side indented. Clearly, the geometry of the printed version is not suitable for injection molding, so the changes in the injection molded discs are a form of compromise, which will inevitably affect performance. Comparing the two versions of the injection molded discs, it's clear that the second version has a narrower edge protrusion, reducing the weight. The injection molded version's spring tension is quite strong. Let me get involved too. A cameo appearance. By the way, the Md5K is about to be released soon, so be sure to keep an eye out.
We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show Let's sing a song full of hope, full of
During
pain.
testing, it was discovered that the injection molded B26 had issues with the slide drop feature failing. Upon observation, it was determined that the thickness of the shaft at the empty magazine part is too thick, causing deformation when the release lever is continuously pressed downwards. This results in the release being pushed outward, preventing it from engaging with the bolt. The thickness of this part is even significantly smaller than that of the printed version. Thus, this is a design flaw of the injection molded version.
Holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.
Pressing inward on the release lever to reposition it can temporarily resolve the issue of the slide drop not catching, but it does not completely eliminate the problem.
Close to the sun.
Additionally, although the injection molded version's power spring provides substantial force, ensuring a higher initial velocity for the discs and allowing them to fly further, the oversized inner barrel diameter results in overall less stable trajectory. On the positive side, the larger inner diameter prevents discs from getting stuck. Moreover, the injection molded version benefits from the greater resilience and spring force of the mainspring, which helps maintain a long and straight trajectory. Achieving the same level of force in the printed version's mainspring requires continuous adjustments to the materials and printing parameters. The second version of the injection molded disc faces feeding issues due to the excessively thin protrusions. Specifically, after the top disc is fired, it slightly displaces the disc below it. This causes the disc to tilt upward, preventing the slide from returning smoothly.
So let's shine through the rain. The ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your names.
This problem does not occur with the printed discs or the first version of the injection molded discs. The thicker edge protrusions in those versions ensure adequate support for the top disc, preventing it from tilting upward.
I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.
Let's compare the second version of the injection molded disc again.
Close to the sun.
Finally, a bit of bragging. The Md5K's magazine feeding design provides ample support for any disc, essentially preventing the issue of upward tilting. This doesn't mean the Md5K is free from jamming. The initial tests were quite a reality check.
Close to the sun. Keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun.
That concludes this video. If you enjoyed the content, please don't hesitate to like and follow. Thank you.